Good morning, everyone. I'm going to walk you through how to create your very own ugly Christmas and/or holiday sweater using mock-ups. I am all about the mock-ups right now. So I have just finished my lovely Merry Fishmas design. I am about to save it as a PNG. You do not have to have a transparent background if you would rather have your background just flat solid and adjust it that way. You can do that. You also do not have to create your design in Illustrator. You can work directly in the Photoshop mockup file. But because I'm trying to get better at Illustrator and train my brain on some of the things we've been working with, I created something in Illustrator because this puffer's pretty cute and he's pretty silly. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of Chrome. I'm going to export as. I definitely want to make sure I use PNG because I want a transparent background. And there's my title. It's saved on my desktop. Go ahead and export that and hit OK. I'm going to X out of that. Hopefully at this point you've gone to the mockup site, you've downloaded it. It will put a zip folder in your downloads. You unzip it. It creates another folder. Going to go into there. And you want to choose which mockup you'd like. There's a couple different views. The first one is the most simple one. Looks like the second one is maybe the back of the shirt. And the third one is kind of like a 3/4 view. So I'm going to open up that in Photoshop. Drag Photoshop over here. As always, you need to hide the watermark. And these different parts are going to be what you edit. I don't think I need that label, so I'll have to go back and clear that out later. But I'm going to go into mockup 1 first, because that's the main part of the sweatshirt. And again, I'm just going to clear this out. Here's where I need to decide what color I want my shirt to be. I think I'm going to go with kind of a navy blue, kind of like they had, but a little more desaturated to make sure it matches my design. Let's see. Why this? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna go to color. And I have a lot of like really pretty blue grays. So we're gonna go down to this one and hit OK. Now I'm gonna go up to, I'm gonna deselect, Command D. I'm gonna go up to Photoshop and place embedded. You don't have to do it this way. You can just drag and drop. This is just easier for me right now. And nope, that's my documents. Here we go, Xmas illustration PNG. I'm gonna place it. Ha ha ha, that looks cute. But look, I made a mistake. So I'm actually gonna go back in. Well, for the purpose of this video, we don't need to do that. But I would like to go back in and fix my snow there. I could, in theory. Hang on a second. Come in, create a new layer, and fill that in to save myself some time. Which is what I'm going to do, actually, because that bothers me. The blob brush is not always my friend. So I'm going to go in and fix that. That's my favorite brush. This is a very large file, as you can tell by the absurd brush sizes I'm using. So I'm going to go in and fill that in behind. Yay, now you can see my words. All fixed. And I could go in and add some other snow if I really wanted to, but I don't need to. So we're just going to leave those two little hills, and I just spotted those spots behind the trees that I'm going to fix. And the only reason this isn't covering up my design is because I've created a layer between my design and the background. All right, so I've got my little fish. My design is placed. I need to hit save. This is a separate linked file. There we go. Hope you like my puffer with his little Charlie Brown tree. He's very thrilled with it. And there is my illustration. You could do patterns. You could do a little illustration like this. Now, here's the thing. I don't like that red. It doesn't match what I want. So I need to go in and edit the sleeves. But before I do that, I'm going to check and see which hex code I have going on for my background. So let me double click on that. It is 21516E, and I'm going to copy that because I would like my sleeves to match. Do your sleeves have to match? No, they do not. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the sleeves. And you could get as fancy as you want. If I wanted to, I could come in. Let's just humor me for a second here. Place embedding. I could, in fact, I have a better idea. I'm going to select one of my cream sauce trees. And we'll see if Photoshop will let me copy and paste. It will not. Don't do that, kids. So we're going to keep it simple. If I wanted to, I could save the puffer by himself and just do a bunch of puffers down the sleeve. But we're going to, as I said, keep it simple and replace some of these colors to match just a little bit. And again, you don't have to keep the stripy pattern on your sleeves. You can go hog wild. You can keep them solid. You can add patterns, whatever you're thinking. And I think I'm going to change Command D to deselect. I'm going to change this to that light blue in the puffer. So I'm going to jump back over here. And where's my dropper? There we go. I'm going to select this blue and fill in with that. Nope. Wrong lever, Kronk. Gotta switch it. Still the wrong lever. Copying the hex code here. One moment, please. That's what we want. Yay! And maybe I'll do like a desaturated red for my stripy stripe. Or like a dark red. Nope, it's not what I want. Gotta copy the hex code again. Apparently it does not choose. I should be choosing foreground. That's what my issue is. So instead of going to color, I already have my color selected. There we go. We'll see how that looks. And I may end up changing that. Who knows? It might look like a hot dumpster fire. Let's find out. So I'm going to hit save. And go back to my main mockup. I don't know about that red, guys. I really don't know about it. I think I'm going to change it to white. So it's easy enough to go back in and change. And again, you don't have to keep the stripy things. In fact, we're going to go in real quick and change this to white so I feel better about myself. There we go. Save it again. Yeah, the white looks much better. I'm actually going to go in and just grab my little puffer dude. Nope, just the puffer dude. Just the puffer dude. Let's see. I'm going to put him on his own little shindig to show you guys how you can do a pattern. It's over here. So let's put him here. He's very large. And I don't need that much white space. So I am just going to quickly change my artboard here with the artboard tool to just cover him. Here we go. Just enough for the puff. There we go. Enter to apply that. Okay. Deselect. We're going to save him as his own little PNG. All right, let's try this on the other sleeve now. Can you guys hear Jenny snoring in the background? And if I wanted to, actually, to make my life easier, I've already got one sleeve done. If both of your sleeves are going to be the same, copy and paste. All right, let's go ahead and place embedded for puffer cream sauce. What did I save that as? Here we go. And I'm going to change the size just a little bit. Command C, Command V. Actually, I could just duplicate layer. And I'm going to make him into a pattern. And I've got all these lovely smart guides to help me on my way to make sure that I am lining things up properly. We'll see which of these versions looks better. I'm going to leave the stripes, though, just for some contrast. And I might have room for one more. I might have to make them a little smaller. Perfect. And let's see what that looks like. Oh, I think that's beautiful. I think you should be a little smaller, but that is straight up beautiful. So we're going to adjust the size on some of those. That said, that is essentially how you use the sweater mock-up. When you go to submit your final copy of this, I would like a JPEG or PNG of this. So I would go up to here. I would go to export, export as, and remember, when you export as a PNG or JPEG, it flattens all your layers. So if you want a working copy of this to go back and change, you need to make sure you also save as a PSD file. So I'm going to go ahead and hit export all. Puff sweater, take one on my desktop. And you would submit that file and your illustration, whether it's in Illustrator or if you happen to work directly on top of the mockup. Like I know some of you prefer to use Photoshop, so say you're working directly on top of the mockup, I would still like to see just the image by itself in addition to your lovely, lovely sweaters. So you can export that image as well. See how it's just the puffer on the blue background? That tree set is off center. No. Anyway, that's how you export all that. So show me the sweater, show me the illustrations. If you do something real crazy for the sleeves, you can also export the sleeves. That said, I hope you are ready to get holidays. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry, guys. Questions, comments, concerns? Tell me now.